Hello, friends. I'm your friend, teacher, and guide. And now I'm coming to meet you with my new video, A Shadow. I'm from Kekewak College, Kekewak Arts, Commerce, Science, and Computer Science College, Kakasaheb Nagar. You know myself, Mahesh Shivaji Holkar. And today today I'm going to discuss with you SYBCS English syllabus A Shadow story that was written by R.K. Narayan. So we are going to discuss now. The first one, A Shadow, is one of the literary work of R.K. Narayan. The literary meaning of the shadow is the reflection of a person of things. This story denotes the unpleasant past experience of a widow's husband. Now, the story is about a person whose name is a Sambhu and his mother. She was a widowed one. Now, Sambhu, who loves film so much. So, a film is going to be released in which Sambhu's father acts as a hero. Sambhu liked the film a lot. When he goes to the theater to see it, he enjoys every moment of the movie. He feels very happy to see his father walking, dressing, singing, and everything. When he watches the action between his father and a girl, Kumari is the name of the woman or the girl who is playing a role in the film. Now, he collects his past experiences with his father at home, but he feels very disappointed when the movie ends and looks at the projection room as if his father has vanished into it. In contrast, Sambu's mother does not even want to see her husband again on the film screen, as he means Sambu's father. He has passed away in the recent past. She does not hate her husband, in fact, but she does not want to recollect her past experiences with her husband. But because of Sambu, she goes to theater to watch the film. She feels very discomfort to sit in the theater. Her heart beats fast when she sees her husband walking, dressing, singing, and playing with children. Finally, she unable to bear to watch the movie. Eventually, she becomes fainted. Not able to see her husband walking, dancing, singing like a real one, because she knows that her husband was already died, and the grief, the sorrow that she faced from the last 6 months, again she don't want, or again she doesn't want to remember all these things. So she don't want to go, or she don't want to see the films, but because of his child, his child's or Sambu's hesitations, she saw the films. Now, friends, we are going to learn a story shadow with an explanations. Sambu, the young boy or the young son of his dead father, begged for 4 annas to see the film the next day. But his mother feels fears in her heart because she does not want to see her husband again on film screen, because he was dead since 6 months ago. Sambu's mother could not tolerate the view shown by the young boy who, holding the picture of her husband, were moving across and along the road. The mass protest rose. But at least she came to know that the picture was going to be shown, and her husband was again going to speak, move, and sing, and so on. Sambu could not do his class properly. His father was died 6 months ago, and uh, Up- After the death of his father, he was not attending the school or the classes regularly. So his teacher was complaining about himself. So now Sambhu could not do his class properly. Getting a chance, he would speak up to his friends that his father had been paid 10,000 rupees for the film acting. Sambhu persuaded his friend to go to cinema for observing the show, acted and story written by his father. Previously, his father told him the story. It was about a young girl named Kumari who was forced to marry at the age of 14 and who refused and wanted to study in a university and earn an independent living. So, with the help of this grief, R.K. Narayanan also trying to show that the situation of that period. Now, the period of Narayanan was a child marriage period, but in that period, women or the girl Kumari, she forced or she spoke against child marriage and she wanted to study in a university and she wanted to stand up on her legs. So that view of woman is strongly Narayanan trying to present with the help of this story also. Now, Sambhu was seen sitting in the film hall eagerly waiting for the picture to begin. After the film ending, Sambhu gazed at the aperture in the projection room as if his father had vanished into it. So, this is the first part of the story. Now, the world seemed very lonely to him. He started running to his house where his mother had been waiting for him. He told his mother that it was a lovely film show. He also asked her why she did not say anything. He also requested her to give him 4 annas every day for film. His mother warned him to be careful for his study. She refused him to go to film, but Sambhu went every day and at the end of every show he felt sorrow because his father was no more. After a long persuasion, his mother went to the cinema at the night show. Now, when she went to the cinema, now what exactly happened with her? She could see her husband talking to her, singing and playing with children, and everything seemed as usual. She felt the show as an affliction to her, and she shut her eyes several times. She remembered how he had been reading the newspaper before he died. Now, she could not control her. The scene was really unbearable and she started sobbing. Immediately, Shambhu heard a high pitched sobbing from women's class. People present there shouted for light to on. Shambhu woke up and saw his mother was being lifted from the floor. So he impatiently rushed to the spot and found his mother being faint. Coming back to her sense, she told Shambhu to go away. They both left the place riding a small horse carriage. Shambhu realized it was the last parting from his father. So, with these explanations, we realize that R.K. Narayanan presented the two different persons' past with the one person's. Means Sambhu's past or the Sambhu's, which is about the things related with his father's. Sambhu's feelings related with his father's are different than Sambhu's mother. Okay, so we are trying to learn the story with the help of some questions. Now here I am going to explain you some questions that will definitely helps to you for your examinations. Now for example the first one, Sambhu was eager but his mother reluctant to see the film. Why? Because Sambhu could not bear to see her 6 month dead husband living. Sorry, because she could not bear to see her 6 month dead husband moving, talking, and singing in the film. Her husband was very dear to her. The first one. Second, who wrote the story and how much was he paid for it? Sambhu's father wrote the story and he was paid 10,000 rupees for writing and acting. Now, what was the story about? The story about a young girl named Kumari who refused to marry at 14 but wanted to study in a university and earn an independent living and was cast away by her stern father and forgiven at the end. Fourth one. When the film ended, the first day, what did Sambhu realize? Now, Sambhu turned about and gazed at the aperture in the projection room as if his father has vanished into it. Thank you, friends. If you like the video, please like it and subscribe my YouTube channels. So with the help of these channels, I will trying to provide you more and more information about English literature. Thank you very much.